The red world of Baal was before him. His promised prize was so close, and yet he could not reach it. The storm was yet to engulf Baal. Without its vitalizing power to sustain Kabandha, the void enforced its iron laws of cause and effect upon his body. His unreal being thrilled with electric agonies as the laws of physics sought to deny his very existence. Mephiston could not prevent his entry to the world of dust and flesh, but he had damaged Kabandha's form in the attempt. The energies that made his corpus had not knitted correctly. He had a limited amount of time to exist in mundane reality. Gripped by hate for the chief librarian, he reached a clawed hand for Baal, howling soundlessly, for it lay frustratingly beyond his grasp, and no exertion of will would bring it nearer. The storm was maddeningly close. Bathed in its energy, he might force a path to Baal. It was not to be. As the wavefront of the cicatrix maledictum rushed to engulf the red scar, Kabandha was already falling. The void could not kill him, but nor did it care to bend its rules to suit his whim. Giant wings thrashing helplessly at airless space, Kabandha fell with increasing speed down the gravity well of Baal Primus. The space between the three worlds was a glorious battleground. Kabandha greatly approved of the slaughter he witnessed. Shattered Tyranid ships filled the vacuum with spilled fluids. Space Marine craft burned in their own venting atmospheres. Here were blood and skulls aplenty for Lord Khorne. As Kabandha fell closer to Baal Primus's chilly surface, the Great Rift boiled in system. An invisible psychic shockwave ran before it, disrupting the battle as it slammed into the monumental soul of the hive mind. Kabandha laughed to hear the bioships screaming as their psychic web was shattered. He eyed them covetously. Such giant skulls the ships possessed, all worthy offerings for the Lord of Blood. They were, as of yet, out of reach. As the baleful light of the warp rubbed out the stars, reality became more amenable to Kabandha's being. But still, he could not fly. He was sucked down through a raging maelstrom of combat that turned still as the rift opened. Space Marine ships firing on living craft were suddenly silenced. Huge, slug-like hive ships convulsed, pulping their internal structures. Kraken ships driven mad tore out their own eyes with thrashing tentacles. Bioplasmic shockwaves winked out. Hunter-killers turned on each other in a frenzy of bloodletting. The agony of the hive mind was an exquisite pleasure to the demon. Battling it would have been finer. Both war and pain were denied him as the monumental intellect driving the hive fleet shattered and went dark.